Cole, look at this.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Broadway debut. How does it feel to like stand in front of this?
It makes me sick to my stomach a little bit. It's nerves, but excitement. Being on Broadway is like one of those, it's like, yeah, I would love to be a supermodel someday, or like, yeah, I would love to be a movie star.
Yeah.
But I can't believe that it's actually real.
Yeah.
And for this stupid show where I play Mary Todd Lincoln that I wrote, it's wild.
So we're gonna go sit down at Sardi's because that's
Yes.
what you do with Broadway stars.
Yeah,
You
sure,
sit at
sure,
Sardi's.
sure.
So let's walk down
Great,
together.
great.
Fabulous. You know, I was actually thinking about, you play Mary Todd Lincoln. You
Yeah.
you do realize that.
I've heard.
Very
Yeah,
famous
thanks.
first lady. But you know, she used to come to New York for
Yeah,
like shopping trips,
sprees.
right? Like down Ladies Mile,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ladies
Yeah.
Mile. She would never be caught up here back then.
I don't think so, but
It was like
maybe,
woods or something?
Yeah, this was woods, a farm. This was a farm. She wasn't here to farm. No, yeah, she would come to New York on shopping sprees. And then people were mad at her because there was a war going on.
Did you do deep research like that into?
I did deep research like last night, basically.
Great.
For this interview,
And that's
but
why-
not for the show. Yeah.
Welcome to Sardi's.
Thank you.
You're getting a lot of laughs now. And one thing I really love about Oh Mary, I love seeing a real comedy that like fires on every cylinder. I mean, audiences, when I saw it at the Lortel Theater, all kinds of audiences. It felt like such a wall of laughter.
Yeah, I mean, at first I wrote it for like my audience, which is just drunk gay people, and they loved it, and then more other types of people started coming, and I'm sort of weirded out by it, but I love it.
So where did this actually start? Is this just like you in front of a laptop in your living room?
It started with the idea for the play, which was what if Abe's assassination wasn't such a bad thing for Mary Todd Lincoln? That was like an email that I sent to myself in 2009.
Wow.
And then I was so scared to write it because I wanted it, the idea excited me so much that I was scared that once I got it down on paper, I would be like, oh, damn, there's nothing there. Then
So you lived with it.
I lived with it, and I would
Did you walk around thinking about this for
yeah,
many
and I would
years?
tell people every once in a while, and I was like really looking for permission from
Sure.
someone to write it. Like, you know, I would tell a friend about the idea, hoping that they would just like grab me by the shoulders and be like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. You need to write this right now. Instead, my friends had natural reactions, which were like, that sounds great, you should do it. And I would be like, okay, so you hate it, and I'm never gonna write it. It's stupid, never mind, forget it. During lockdown, I had nothing going on, and so I was like, well, now or never.
Did it just come out of you? Like
It actually did.
It feels like when you
thing.
watch it as an audience member, it just feels like it just kind of flies, and I picture it just flying out of your brain.
It kind of, I mean, I guess because I had been stewing on it so long and like sending myself little ideas here and there. But it was just one of those really, really, really rare things that just poured out of me in like 2 days. Everything else that I've written has taken months, years to like even get to a decent, I think, decent place. But this just sort of like bolted out of my...
Do you like playing with real historical characters and adding a queer lens to it?
Yeah, I like playing people that sort of aren't known for like big characteristics, you know, like I used to do this really awful, terrible, like bastardization of an impression of Bernadette Peters because she's not someone that it has like, she's not super mannered, and so I could just make up a whole other character that she's not, and then I've done the same thing to Mary Todd Lincoln.
So Mary Todd Lincoln had dreams of being a Bernadette Peters, being a performer, right?
According to me, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
How exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I think we're in a world where it's sort of like, what is the truth about history?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, there's sort of this thing about, well, which version of a story are you reading?
Yeah.
You're actually maybe going to be educating people incorrectly.
No, I've had people say to me afterwards, like, I had to Google, like, I didn't know like what was true and what was not, and I was like, oh my God, no, don't Google, just assume that everything from this show is a lie. It's less about like queering history and more of like, okay, what's something everyone knows about the Lincolns, and then what would be something stupid that Mary Todd could do.